Hello everyone. As we all know, Helluva Boss is in 3 days. Well, when this is posted, it might be the day before or just straight up the day of the beginning of Season 2, but I would like to talk about what I want for Helluva Boss Season 2. Please list what you would want as well in the comments below, but with all that out of the way, let's begin. All Millie needs is one episode, and that's it. Just one 11 to 20 minute episode that develops Millie as a person and her personality. No MxMtoon, no Blitz, no Luna, just a Millie's order with Millie and Millie alone. That's all I desire. That's all her Stan-s desire. That's what the world desires, but mainly me. She's one of the least developed characters in the show, and I would really love to see her personality, backstory, background, etc. shine through. She's like a diamond that was never discovered, yet a new flower that bloomed that nobody knows about. As I said earlier with Millie, Luna also needs an episode of her own. She has the same problem as Millie, she's underdeveloped as all hell. We barely know anything about her other than that she is 22, she was adopted by Blitz at 16 to 18 years old, and she's a big tall goth wolf lady. I want to learn more about Luna, and I also want to learn about the hype surrounding Luna as a character, cause all the hype I see is that she has a cool aesthetic and the fact that she's hot. Ever since episode 6, we haven't heard a lot from Dorks at all, not from the show nor the creators. It's almost like they almost forgot about them. Maybe they could bring them back earlier in the season. Maybe they could bring them back later this season. Maybe they could be in season 3 if we get one. But I really want to see humanity react to the imps and stolers. Would they think that they were lying? Would they think that they were faking it and were just doing it to prove a point? Or are they just attention seekers? We'll never know, or maybe we will if they decide to reintroduce Dorks into the show. I feel like this is inevitable and guaranteed that this is going to happen since again he is in the trailer, but I would like to see Striker's motivations for wanting to kill stolers. It could easily just be for money or just his straight up disdain for the high class, which to me is kinda odd because he is still working for someone that is a part of the same class that he has a disdain for, but whatever, still I would like to see Striker play more of an active and big role in season 2. Unlike Striker, who was pretty small in episode 5, he was still able to play a pretty big role in the show. I sadly can't say the same for Octavia. Octavia didn't play that big of a role other than in episode 2, where it is more centered on her. It was mostly a stolosode with some Octavia as the sauce on the steak that made it more filling. Based on the spoilers, the first episode or another episode in the season is centered around her but not really about her. It is more about Imp and Luna. But the same thing I have with Striker. I hope she gets to play a bigger role in the show as well as Striker. I promise that this isn't just a request and me whining and begging for episodes about character development and character history and backstories, but I would also like to have a MxMtoon episode as well. Even though he has developed a lot along with Blitz, I still want a MxMtoon episode. It doesn't have to be about his current life rather than just a traditional backstory episode like Millie and Luna. Of course, Stoles is a pretty decently developed character along with Blitz and a little bit of MxMtoon as well. But I feel like we can push it a little more, kinda like what I want from Blitz basically, maybe with some Stella mixed in as well, for his side of the story, exploring family, friends, if he did have any at that time, and finally his relationship and marriage with Stella. Yes, wow, aha, another character-driven backstory. OMG, what happened to them in the past episode request, but this time it's just backstory. I think in the trailer for season 2 there is a scene of younger Blitz and Fizzerolli, so maybe that's a hint or a start. But hey, at least I possibly got what I wanted. Maybe someday it might happen, I really hope it does, but I think it is pretty much inevitable that it will. Yes, I know, you want Stella lore, and yes, I am aware of how the fandom, YouTubers, Twitter, Instagram people, and more view Stella and how she acts and what she is doing and attempting to do to stolers through the use of Striker, killing him for her, but I would like the same thing for Blitz and Stoller's childhood, teenage years, adulthood, marriage with stolers, and how she was able to find and hire Striker to kill stolers. I have to say is that Stolitz was done hella dirty in episode 7, mainly my boy Blitz Vavise and I are on thin ice over that. How the hell are you gonna give us episode 6 then hit us with the end of episode 7? But that's beside my point and what I want for the season, an episode. It doesn't even have to be an entire episode, just a small scene where the both of them just talk about just being peaceful and lovey-dovey. No interruptions, no disruptions, just them and them alone with a quiet romantic setting. I would like to see the history and backstory. Wow, take a shot on how many times I use the words history and backstory in this video, but I want that between Luna and Blitz, and I just want these questions answered in said episode if we get one. How did Blitz meet Luna? How did Luna feel about Blitz? And how does she feel about him now? I know some people would say, well, obviously she loves him deep down, she's just hiding it. Yes, but that is the easy way to answer. I want a deep, detailed, traumatizing, scary, horrible explanation of their relationship from then to now. I just want this. They're too damn cute. I know I'm bitching, whining, and complaining about Billy not having much of a personality and only being about her marriage to Moxie and her job with him, but this can come after my Millie thing. After that, I would be okay with Millie being all about her marriage to Moxie. The main thing I wanted was just a little characterization of Millie. Is that too much to ask for? I feel like this is inevitable as well, similarly to Striker. The only rings we have seen so far were Pride, where the show usually takes place, and Wrath and Lust. I'm probably missing one, but whatever. I think this dives into more world building, but we still have 3 to 4 more rings to explore, and I hope this adds to the world building that Season 1 has created. Yay, you have made it to the end. Sorry if this video is so rushed, short, and poorly edited. I really wanted this out before the start of the second season, so I hope that you all enjoyed it and that this mess of a video made sense to you all. I'm kind of bad at gathering my thoughts, but I hope to improve on this as I continue with this channel and also improve my intros and outros. But with all that said, I really hope you enjoyed it. Maybe subscribe if you want more Helluva content in the future, but thanks for visiting the mystical forest. I hope you return to the mystical land again.